Hello everybody, welcome to Tpull's Corner. This is Travis, and we've got a new deck today. It's called Project Construct, after Containment Construct. And I'll be honest, my playtesting has been going horribly, probably because I've got the wrong strategy. But I got 4 copies of the construct in my deck, so I keep hoping to see it sooner rather than later. And I go through a lot of games without it ever showing up. For a 2-drop, that's kind of impressive. It's almost like Magic knows what I want to do, and they just don't want me to play my cards. We played a deck called Containment. It was mono white. It used 4 copies of Containment Construct. It worked well. It was fun to play. The reason this is different is because I use the channel here, and then that discards it. And when Containment Construct is on the board, it allows me to play the card as well. But in order to take advantage of both, you need the mana to pay both. So for this card, I would need 5 free mana, and sometimes it's hard to get the free mana. And Ninjutsu does what they always do. They always have a disruptor that taps you, and then they can play a different card if they've got enough mana. And even though I don't get my card that I want, they almost always seem to have a disruptor right when they need it within the first couple of turns. And so we will repeat. And we'll be done. But now we don't have any blockers for the air right now. And he's got another one handy. Please tell me he doesn't have a second Moonsnare Specialist. No, I'm just going to play the rat. Okay. I guess we have enough to play that already, don't we? I still need something against the Flyers, so I guess I'm going to have to give one of them reach. Problem is he's got 2 Flyers, and if I give one reach, he can just get the other one through and Fading Hope me again. Ninjutsu spell costs 1 less to activate now. Here we go. Just building an army, and then the tap thing. Look at that. Now I can tap both of my creatures next turn for lethal damage, just by bringing them in. That's like the perfect opening for that Ninjutsu deck. Sure, take action. That would give me reach, but it doesn't stop any tapping, so sure, go away. And that doesn't help me any. I don't think anything helps me. I think we're dead. There's nothing to stop the tapping and the lethal. All he needed was 4 mana. And we still didn't see a Containment Construct. Let me go ahead and show you the deck. I should have probably given up the ghost on this and made a different deck. But I liked the concept. I thought that it was planned for. Okay, so Containment Construct says whenever you discard a card, you can exile that card from your graveyard. If you do, you may play that card this turn. So if we have a channeling card, like Careful Cultivation, we can channel it, create the green human monk creature that you see to your right, and then it will let us cast the enchantment part. So we get to put the 1+1/+3 on the human monk if we want, or on the Containment Construct, either one. So we do need 5 mana, but we got some interesting cards here. We've got 4 Fang of Shigeki, so very, very small creatures, just to put out as chump blockers for Death Touch to give us time to survive. We had 3 Bamboo Grove Archers, which is what we needed against the Ninjutsu deck, so of course we didn't get them. We got 1 Tamiyo Safekeeping, so that if they want to kill our guy, we can protect it. And 1 Gaia's Gift from Brothers War that also does something similar. Other Brothers War card we have, Fauna Shaman. Discard a creature card, search your library for a creature card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So maybe we could ditch a Fang to go get a construct if we wanted it, or if we've got a lot of mana, we could ditch something and go get Titan of Industry or Cultivator Colossus. We've got Llanowar Loam Speaker, that gives us 1 mana of any color. Let's see, 2 Roaring Earths. I'm not looking to use the channel too much, but the landfall feature, you add +1s every time you play a land onto creatures. That's good. I've got 1 copy of Shigeki Jukai Visionary, and this is fun because if I'm out of land, I can return him to my hand and get a land onto the battlefield tapped. So he solves my looking for land problem. But if I've got Containment Construct and I channel to discard him, I'll return a card I need from the graveyard, but the very act of discarding him in that way prompts Containment Construct to be able to play him again. So I can get a card back from my graveyard, and if I have 2 mana to spare at the end, I can still play Shigeki again. So I can constantly dig into my graveyard and get a card out each turn. Unlicensed Hearse, that gets cards out of their graveyard in case they've got ways to get into their graveyard, because if they do, and I didn't have this card, they would eat my lunch every time. 3 Bouncers Beatdown, which again would have been good against the Flyers, so that's 6 different cards that I had. And here's 3 Broken Wings, so 9 cards that would have been good against Flyers. Oh wait, here's a 10th, Wolf Strike, also good to deal damage. That would have been great. 10 different cards that would have been good against those Flyers. Never got any of them. They got a perfect opening. Alright, we showed Careful Cultivation. I'm not bitter or anything. Network Terminal. This is a card that gives me 1 mana of any color, and I can force the tapping. So if Containment Construct is on the battlefield, I can basically discard any card on my deck, whether it has channel or not, and that allows me to cast it. Basically, for just 1 mana, it allows me to do a free draw card if I was already planning to play the other card I discarded. Same thing for Celestis, except it costs 3 to flip from Night and Day and force the draw. 1 copy of Besieger Reaches Skyward to go get some lands when I need them. And 2 Favor of Jukai. I started with 4 Favor of Jukai, and I think I started with 4 Jukai Preservers. And all based around the idea of using their channeling effect and getting them back. And that was just way too many, and it wasn't working. So the problem is I shrunk it down, so I only have 2 of these and 1 of these, and these keep showing up before the Containment Construct more than half the time. It's terrible. This should be showing up more because I have more of them combined, and it's not happening with these particular cards that I want later, not sooner. So that's been part of the problem. These are some good cards, but I'm not sure that they go with Containment Construct. They're just really good cards. My last Brothers War card, Cradle Clear Cutter with Prototype. You can add an amount of green mana equal to Cradle Clear Cutter's power. And he works really well with Evabruck Caretaker, who can pump up and put counters on you, as well as with Roaring Earth. So whenever I have Clear Cutter out, I put all the counters I can on him, just so that if I need the mana later, I can get an impressive amount of mana just by tapping them once. Did a jumpstart recently, got my first copy of Evabruck Caretaker, so the 1 copy is probably going to go in every green deck I have from now on, because she is awesome. And we have Greater Tanuki, 1 copy. I can discard early on to go get land if I need it. If I have the construct, I can do both, or I can just put down a 6/5 trample creature. Cultivator Colossus, 7 to cast, And power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control. And Titan of Industry, which everybody should be familiar with at this point because half the green decks run him. For the lands, to Bosiju who endures, if Containment Construct is on and we haven't played a land already, we can channel, use the channel ability, and still play it as a land, so get twice the value out of it. And we got a couple Field of Runes in case they're playing any legendary lands. That's the deck. Remember to like and subscribe. The amount of times that my channel cards have appeared at the proper time and place that I could use them has been abysmal, so I may have to ditch the concept, and if I want to try and use Containment Construct in a green deck, it might not be as much involving the channel. But this looks better because I do have one for a change up front. It happens every now and then. Clear cut is a little early. Both of my Besijus. Let's go ahead and put down a defender. Just in case we're up against the black and white flyer deck. That is a thing. Oh, it's an artifact deck. Lovely. Okay, so he's got Ward of 2. We can pay it. And we can still get a land. Yes. Get rid of him now before he gets bigger. Pay the ward cost. Take action with the construct. Eliminate the threat while he's still a 1/1. Wait for my opponent to go grab a land. And since I was able to actually use the ability, I have no problems with playing it as a regular land now. Oh, wait. Did I already play a land? I already played a land. Ah. I gotta remember when I have Bosiju that I should do something else first. Okay, Levitating Statue. Oh, gross. I don't want to lose any of those. I guess I'm going to have to lose Bosiju after all. Blah, blah, blah. 1/1 construct artifact trigger. Okay. It does me no good. It's not my turn. I can't play land. Alright, in case he has more virus beetles, let's go get 2 lands now, so one will still be in our hand if we have to discard something. And I can afford for him to cast 2 more non-creature spells. Oh, does he have 4 of those? And a second virus beetle already. So there goes the land. See, it's not our turn, so it's not like we can just play the land on his turn. It's not allowed. But we can go ahead and put that back up on our deck. That's kind of cool. Alright. Since I don't know how many more discards we're going to have to go through, let's do that. He wants to trade. We will take the trade. Here's one that has reach. Let's go ahead and bring down the prototype. Bam. That's right, I got protection against flying, and I got a prototype creature. You're not the only one who can put in Brothers War cards. As long as he doesn't have discard, we can make good on this and get rid of the second statue. Although we could get rid of the monstrosity. Would that be better? Look at that. Take action. Bam. Wait for them to go get their land. Play the land. And we'll play Shigeki too. Finally start putting some pressure on them. There's not much to get from Shigeki, is there? Everything else got exiled. I don't know what's coming, so... Alright, here's where we get the free draw. We've got mana to spare. We take action. We draw a card. We discard a card. We haven't played our land. So we take action and we got a free draw. We're going to get another one now because we're going to discard the other land. But we did get to place one of the lands out on the field. I need more land to make that channel thing work. To take on the monstrosity. And he's building up a nice little army. Decline. Ooh. That's kind of cool. Bam. Destroy target artifact. Shield counter on a creature. Destroy target artifact. Shield counter on you. And we be done. Okay, counters start going on the clear cutter. We start putting more pressure on the bad guy. Release our shield counter. Over a 1/1 might not seem like a good deal, but look at his life. Look at his life. What is he doing with his life? Gross. Take that. Put it on the clear cutter. Select a value. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. So I can do 4. So we're going to do 2. We're going to go get the Titan of Industry and go get those 2. Take action. Shigeki comes back down on the field. Pass the turn, we got our Titan of Industry back. Which is why I was willing to lose the shield counter over a 1/1. if they don't remove Shigeki, and because I have Celestis and a forest down, I can return Shigeki. So they're going after the clear cutter. We're going to let them through. No blocks. Ninjutsu, good trick. Just like that, they've handled things pretty well. So, 7. You come down. We'll do destroy target artifact or enchantment. And this time we'll get a green rhino. We'll destroy the artifact. Yes. Resolve it. Auto pay. Bam. And I guess we'll put it on that guy. Now we still got 2 mana open. We can return Shigeki whenever we want. Which will be at the end of the turn. And if they're going to do these ninjutsu tricks on us... Uh-oh. They got Midnight Sky. That's who they grabbed. What happens when he dies? Each opponent discards 2 cards. Gross. Okay, so... what do we want to do? Come on back. Get a land. Target creature we control. And then we need to play, let's see, do 2 again. We'll go get Cradle Clear Cutter, and we'll go get Bouncer's Beatdown. Pay to bring Shigeki down, and we're done. Our problem is we actually ran through our land, so we can't save Shigeki this time. Want to see a neat trick? Bouncer's Beatdown, I can target him with just 1. And since he went into exile, it doesn't do the death trigger. That's the neat little advantage of Bouncer's Beatdown. Alright, next we can afford to bring down Clear Cutter. So nice. What else do we want to do? Maybe a Wolf Strike? Target creature we control. Let's do that one against him. Say yes. Pay the ward cost. And then we attack. He's gotten his life up way too high. Okay. Did I not tell you I have a Tameo safekeeping? We're still finding a way to use all of our mana. Did I not mention using Containment Construct is very heavy cost? We might have lost without these guys on board. This whole battle is going surprisingly well. Okay, each opponent, I'm going to discard a card. It's not our turn and all my mana's gone, so we can't save it. Here's his Battlethopter. Blah blah blah. When you cast a spell, it's greater than the Liberator. Put a counter on it. Okay, we're going to discard this. Destroy the creature with flying. Take action. Cast the card. And then I think we're free to go ahead and attack with everybody. Because we're going to use this card to exile that guy. Sweet. Get rid of the guy that can't attack. Do they have a board wipe? They have a Thran Spider. That is not enough. What do we want to do? I guess we just want to attack with just about everybody. Here, we don't need to attack with these three. There. Just those three. You're not going to save the spider. Who you want to destroy? Okay. You know I'm going to bring him back, right? No lands. This worked out really well. I got to show off a lot of different ways to use the Containment Construct. Sometimes with channeling, sometimes with Celestis. Here's a cool way we could do it. Channel. Take action. Go get a basic land card. Go ahead and pump up my guys. Bring the guys down anyway. Attack. Good game. That's probably as thorough a demonstration of Containment Construct as I'm going to be able to do. But we'll go ahead and try and do one more. We're like that. Replication Specialist. You know, there's a card I haven't really used yet either. I may have to put on my thinking cap for that one. It might be easier to use that guy now that we have Brothers War and we have all of these artifacts come into play. He might deserve a second look. I've noticed that as soon as I get Containment Construct on the board, I have more potential decisions to make. I have more trade-off decisions to make. It takes a little bit longer on my turns. And I notice when my opponent realizes what's going on, they tend to slow down too. Come on. Are we going to be mono white? He's tapping me down so I don't attack. Okay, let's go ahead and bring down you. They were waiting for me. It was a good trade for them. And we don't get our land draw. I forgot about Resolute Enforcements. Alright, what do we want to do? I guess we want to make sure they can't get through us. Gross. The second one. Cute. Okay. Nice. If he attacks with him without casting any mana, he might have a combat trick, so we will have to wait. We won't be able to block him. He'll have to get through and hit us. Interesting choices. But now he's tapped out. Alright. Ooh, this is kind of nice. That one has reach. And we have this. Control 2 or more other creatures. Yeah, he does, so that gives him permanent card draw. And he can create soldiers too, with his spare mana. I feel like he's a bigger threat than the others. Okay, so do we get rid of him? Yes, we do. Shugeki comes down. Attack. Will you double block? Or will you chump block? That's what I wanted. Because one of you can go away. Dang. He got reinforcements fast, didn't he? That's only one counter a turn. Who am I? What do we want? I guess we'll put him on there. And we'll wait. We'll wait a turn. Okay, now I can play his enchantment. And we've got about 4 spells that can do something, so slightly less than 10% chance each turn. So maybe a 3% chance of finding the right card to destroy his Faithbound Judge. Who wants to get double strike? The Phalanx? That's the only one that can take out a creature. I'm gonna have to put him up against my Cultivator Colossus. Tapping them does nothing. They both die. Okay, I could really use a Containment Construct right about now. We're going to do nothing. We're going to let Avabruck flip after this. We're going to beef up our Trample guy. So now they can't use any of their disgusting abilities on any one of our creatures. And Tanuki can handle whatever they throw at him, right? Unless he pumps up the Dualcraft Trader and then sends him our way. Okay, there comes the enchantment. We got a 3-turn clock. do nothing. Everybody gets 2. Let's see. What can we do if we attack? 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 16, 17, 18. Okay, no attacks. He's already gone wide enough. We may have lost any chance we had. We may never have had a chance. Need something other than land. That is a useless card. That's about the worst card that we could have gotten under this situation. I can't use Field of Ruin to cause a draw effect. I'm going to have to bring Shigeki back up. Gee whiz. Yeah, White got his army. See, no Celestis, no Containment Construct. All goes back to the very beginning when I lost those two to his flash spell. Big misplay on my part. I should have just held back. And I get a land. Okay, so I guess we stick it on you. We return Shigeki to my hand. They gave us nothing. Not even another land. None of those 4 help us at all. We're gonna discard Shigeki. We're gonna go get 1 card. Where are you? We can't get Besiege. Seriously? I thought we could get any card we want. It's got to be it's got to be a non-legendary. Shoot. We lose. That's it. There was no way to get rid of the enchantment. We lose the game. So maybe 2 misplays. Maybe I also shouldn't have taken out that second judge when I couldn't exile him. All right, let's go back and look at the deck one more time. That's what happens when the day goes by and you start to get tired. You start making mistakes. All right, so we had one really good match in there where we got this out early and we were able to use it and use all the mana and demonstrate things like one copy of Shigeki. It didn't matter because we could always get him back. One copy of Titan of Industry. It didn't matter if they took him out because we could always get him back with this particular kind of combination. But so maybe, I don't know, when the deck works, it works. I mean, the Celestis works. If we ever get Network Terminal, if we draw that, we didn't draw it too many times, but Network Terminal can be a proxy, a cheaper proxy for Celestis just without the life gain. And I guess the only thing, I mean, I'm at 65 cards. Maybe if I've got to get rid of the channeling capability, I could still keep Boseiju, right? That would still be useful. But unless I'm up against a pure flyer deck, Favor of Jukai isn't the greatest, and Jukai Preserver is limited. So maybe just taking out some of the channel cards and getting closer to 60 will get me what I really need. So I'm going to do that now. And that puts us down to 62. And maybe that just means it's a tighter draw and we'll get more of the other existing better combos that I like. I might go back and revisit this some other day with mono green and not be so focused on the channel aspect to begin with, because by the time I was done, I mean, what do we've got left? We've got the Bamboo Grove Archers, which are not always the best. And what's left? Roaring Earth, which we never used his channel effect anyway. And Shigeki, which is the one bright spot in the whole bunch of the channeling. Careful Cultivation I might keep. That did pretty well. And Greater Tanuki I would probably keep. But let's do that for now, and that's how I will try and save the deck list. Kind of a mixed bag. I like some of the things that I learned because I think mono green is what I play the least, and things like the recurring Shigeki and bringing back, just resurrecting Titan of Industry with this kind of mechanism setup was really cool combo for me to discover. And I don't know, there's some stuff worth exploring here. I just don't think I have the right combination. It was much more fun to play the mono white Containment Construct. And again, so maybe it would be a little bit easier and faster and fewer decisions, fewer complications if I didn't have quite as much channeling. So we might test that some more. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. This is Travis from Tpull's Corner. Thanks for joining me. Remember to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time when we'll have another new deck for you. Have a good one.